Hello my dear friends, do you know what day it is today? It's my birthday. I'm 63 years old today. Thanks so much for stopping by and helping me share this delicious chocolate cake and champagne. Oh yeah, sorry, you can't have any. That's okay, I'll have yours. So I'm all dressed up, even though I'm not going anywhere, but you're here and that's enough for me. Hey, before we get started, I've got a great quick tip to stop cake from getting stale. Eat it straight away. So it's become a thing of mine to say I'm my upcoming age before my actual birthday. That way I kind of get used to the number. I know a lot of people knock off a few years from their actual age, but not me. I would rather add some years and then they're going to say, wow, you look great for 80. Joking aside, birthdays don't really bother me. I think it's a time to reflect on the past year and also to think about what this coming year means to you. A few months before my birthday, I tried to get into better shape, especially this year because I had put on some COVID pounds. Not too much, about 8 pounds over the last year, but it was enough so that my clothes weren't fitting right. And there's no way I can just go out and get a new wardrobe, so it was much better for me to get back to how I was. So for the first time in my life, I went on a diet. I never had to before because I was so active. I was always running around Manhattan, lugging 40 pounds of makeup and hair stuff up and down the subway stairs, and that was quite a workout. So I decided to go on a Weight Watchers diet, or as they're called now, WW. And by the way, they're not sponsoring this. I just heard many people say great things about them, so I decided to give it a shot. I'm not going to go on and on about dieting though. Who wants to think about a diet on your birthday, especially when you have this yummy cake to eat? So I will just say that at the end of the day, well, after 6 weeks, I reached my goal and I lost 8 pounds. I did have to cut back on some sweets. I just love pastries and cookies. So I cut back on the white stuff, rice, potatoes, bread, wine, everything that's good, I know. So now I've met my target weight, I'll just do some portion control and I'll have all those yummy things in moderation because I do love my food, but yes, it's all about moderation. I've been doing some kind of workout every day to make up for the inactivity because I'm not working. It doesn't take up a lot of my time, maybe 40 minutes. I'll do some yoga. I love Yoga with Adriene on YouTube. Adriene gives workouts that are for different skill levels. Most are very gentle. I also love to work out with Paula B Fitness. Does anybody else here know Paula B? I just love her. She talks throughout the whole workout, which I love because you're just enjoying having this nice conversation, and then before you know it, the workout's done and you've done a great 40-minute workout. My kind of workout. I will put some links up to my favorite YouTube workouts in the video description below, so please check those out. Let me share with you something I learned from my 87-year-old mom. When she's watching TV and a commercial comes on, she'll go to the stairs and she will walk up and down the stairs until the commercial's over. Who wants to watch the commercials anyway, right? So you may as well do something good for yourself while they're on. If you can't walk up and down the stairs, you can simply walk in place. That's what I do. Sometimes I realize I've been sitting on that couch watching a TV show or a film for 2 hours. That's way too long. So why not just get up and just start walking in place? Another thing I'm going to do this year, it's kind of like a New Year's resolution, but I suppose a birthday is a good time to make a New Year's resolution, right? Well, mine is to start painting again. I love oil painting and I kept putting it off, and my lovely husband Joe bought me a fantastic set of everything I need to start painting, so I have no excuse. I have the canvases, I have the oil paints, brushes. So I've made a commitment and now I've told you about it. So I better start, right? Let me know in the comments below how you handle your birthday. Is it something to be dreaded or celebrated? What else happened this month? Oh yes, I met a very stylish and fabulous woman. Her name is Ginger Burr and she's a color analysis expert. I'm going to have her on my channel in a couple of weeks and she's going to give us some tips on how to choose colors that are the most flattering for us. I don't want to give too much away, but she did my colors and she sent me some swatches and they're fantastic. Every time I put one against my skin, it makes me light up, and that's what a color that really suits you should do. So that's coming up in the next couple of weeks. Make sure you tune in for that. As many of you may have noticed, I've been wearing my hair blown out lately and I've been really enjoying it. Plus, one blowout can last me about 5 days before I have to do anything with it. However, I must add, in the summertime, especially in this New York region, it's a different story completely. When I first came to New York in 1979, I couldn't believe how hot and humid it was here. It was as hot as the Caribbean, and it made my hair so frizzy. And then when the winter came, it was the complete opposite. Dry air, snow, ice. I couldn't believe the extremes. Some of you have been asking me for a video on how I blow out my hair, and I do have some shoulder-friendly tips for blowing out your hair. Yes, many of us have buggered up shoulders as we get older, so I have some good tips for you. And I should have that one up in the next week or two, so stay tuned. So lastly, who got their COVID shot? I'm still waiting, but Joe got his because he's over 65 and he got his this past Wednesday. On the Thursday, he did get flu symptoms. But now 3 days later, he's feeling much better and he's really relieved that he got the vaccination. Now I cannot wait to get my COVID shot so I can give this one a little hug and just let her drool all over me. I don't care. For now though, we have to do FaceTime. It's so funny when we do FaceTime because I can see her looking at me like, how did Nanny get in the phone? And she tries to grab it and then she ends up turning it off. Anyway, hopefully soon I'll be hugging this little blossom in person. I'm sure you're all experiencing something like that, right? I want to take a moment to thank you all for helping me out this past year. I know so many of you say, oh, thank you for the style tips and all the rest of it, but you've made my life a lot more bearable too, putting out these videos and the comments that you make, and we actually have some really good conversations in the comments. I really enjoy it. So thank you so much for your love and support. It really means a lot to me. So until next time, here's to Aging with Style. Bye.